Look around you, different things born out of truth and passion. Business software, it's our craft, our identity. Thoughtfully engineered, passionately designed to help you transform your business. Zoho, made in India, made for the world.
By the management of Olectra Greentech. We have Mahesh Babu Subramanian, who's the managing director at Olectra Greentech, who's come in and is going to speak to us with regard to business. So let me start off by understanding from you, how's this big shift and how are orders playing out? Because, the last time there was a major concern with regard to the Maharashtra order. I'm trying to understand from you what changes with regard to execution for you as a result of that, and what's the likelihood of this 5,000 buses, now e-buses, actually getting delivered in a timely fashion? Trying to start with that.
Hi, thank you very much for having me here. So it's my pleasure to join Olectra Greentech. Olectra Greentech has been a leading and pioneering bus manufacturing company in India for a pretty long time. So as you rightly said, my value addition and contribution here has to bring in industry practice in terms of systems and process, to bring in consistent delivery. Our plant is already partially up and running. We rolled down the 3,000 bus last week as soon as I joined. I would say it's a good welcome for me into the company. Our intention is to build the next 3,000 buses in next 12 months. So I'm happy that the plant is one of the shop is ready to. We can build about 2,500 buses per annum in one shift, and when my second shop is ready, we will do about 5,000 buses in one shift. So in two shifts, by end of the year, we'll be having a capacity to produce about 10,000 electric buses. So I look forward to getting the supply chain processes, manufacturing processes, and we have a good plant and a good team, and I'm fully confident that we'll be able to bring in a ramp up of production and delivery soon.
Would you commit, or rather, would that come in, Mahesh, at an additional cost as well? Or are you sufficiently funded to meet this order?
Yeah, we have a line of credit for sufficiently funded to give this order. So we are well prepared. Our ramp up has already started. If you look at it, we are among the top two e-bus deliveries this year. In fact, last year we are number one in terms of bus deliveries, electric bus deliveries in India. Our intention is to keep up that and then grow from there going forward.
Did you also participate in the PM e-drive tender? If you would have any details to share with us?
See, our team is working on being a pioneer and leading manufacturing electric bus segment. We would like to be participating in most of the tenders. I can't speak specific. Our team is already working and we have time to get ourselves prepared.
Okay. How is the scale up playing out in Hyderabad? Talk to us about that, because and what's the blueprint with regard to ramping up production without compromising quality margins? Give us that perspective.
See, if you look at it, we have been investing on a new plant, and that plant phase 1 is almost ready, and we have inaugurated it recently. And the phase 1 can produce in one shift about 2,500 buses. And the phase 2 construction have already started, and we are looking at another addition of about 2,500 buses plus trucks. We used to make trucks outside. Now we are consolidating everything in one plant. It brings in synergy, efficiency, and also it gives benefit in terms of logistics. So we are working with various vendors. As you see that we'll have to bring in a lot of systems and process related to supply chain. I strongly believe that we have opportunities there and we'll be able to get a efficient supply chain system to one, get us consistent delivery month on month, quarter on quarter, as well as improve the ramp up in a very smooth way without any quality compromise. Whatever I have seen till now in the last few days, I think we have a good quality control and the buses are performing well wherever we have delivered. Our uptime are above 99%, and we are working out a very good aftermarket support system, which we will ramp up in the new places as well. And we will definitely live up to the commitment of uptime and deliveries going forward.
So Mahesh, what's the total order book size as of now? Is it around 10,000 odd buses?
Yes, we have about 10,000 odd buses order book. We rolled down the 3,000 bus last week. So we have delivered from inception about 3,000. We are looking at delivering in 12 months from now another set of about 3,000 plus buses. So we are working on ramping up. You have to understand in GCC, the depots have to be ready for us to deliver. I think most of us are looking at delivery of buses, but we also have to time it to the power supply and depot availability by respective STUs. And the timelines are over a period of 12 to 18 months. So we are well prepared to deliver our commitment, and the team is working around the clock to make sure our commitments are met.
Okay, so your guidance of 2,000 buses FY26, you're likely to clock that, exceed that? What's the likelihood there? The second piece is your cumulative capacity by end of FY26, if I understand it correctly, reaches 5,000 e-buses. Are we on track with regard to that? So does FY27 look like a year where we do 5,000?
Yes, as capacity, we'll be ready with 5,000 by end of the year. Even if you want, we can do double shift and make it to 10,000 capacity. I've seen the plant last week, and it's, I would say, one of India's best bus plant. What we have built, it has a very efficient process and infrastructure to scale up very, very quickly. So we are well prepared to deliver, if needed, those buses when the depots are ready in the coming years. So we are also closely working with state transport undertakings in terms of availability of power, depot readiness.
So could you please
operationalize these buses through our EV transit?
Sure. So what would the numbers look like? What would the delivery numbers look like? FY26, FY27.
We have grown about almost double last year. We have given a guidance of we'll work towards 2,000 buses this year. And I can assure you that our growth will be higher than the industry. The industry have been going about 40% CAGR in the past few years. We have been growing about 60% CAGR. And in fact, we are looking at improving that better than what we have been growing in the last few years.
Got it. Okay. So non-committal on FY27 is how I understand this. So what about supply chain? That's been another chink in your armor. That's also delayed some of your order execution. How is that playing out on your numbers?
Yeah, so we are working on a stable and process-driven supply chain. The work has started. We are very confident that in a quarter time we'll be able to put that into system. We'll be able to produce consistently the buses what we need and operationalize it in the depot. So I would say that we have been growing quarter on quarter in terms of delivery, and that growth will continue.
And okay, so understood that. So what's the capex pipeline like, and how are your cash flows aligning with that? How much cash are you sitting on, and how does that kind of reconcile that for us?
Yeah, I'll not be able to do that because just I'm 4 days in the system.
Oh,
so
sure,
maybe in our
okay.
next interview I'll give you more details about all that.
Fair, sir. Okay, fair point. And sir, any flavor on competition? Because that has diluted your margins to some extent, and we appreciate that. There are new players coming in, and there are larger players with deeper pockets. How is that playing out? How do you expect that to play out on your numbers and on your margins?
If you look at the e-bus industry, actually it's growing at a very healthy rate. Both the PM E-Drive, PM E-Seva, and all the government initiatives led towards a very clean and green EV adoption in terms of public sector. Competition is most welcome. I think competition makes the auto industry healthy, lean and mean, and it brings in innovation and also new products and pipeline. So we have our own unique selling points and strength. We are definitely a significant player in the market in the e-bus segment. In fact, we are expanding to trucks. We are looking at bringing new products, and we will look at opportunities outside it. But looking at the e-bus segment, I think it is much stabilized now when compared to 2 years or 3 years before. The competition have understood the rates are have to be stabilized, and if you look at the past 2 CESL tenders or any other state tenders, I think the rates per kilometer on GCC have reasonably, I would say, narrowed down to a small bandwidth where people have understood what it is on a long-term 12 years operating margins. As far as Olectra is concerned, I think we have advantage on terms of technology, in terms of uptime and reliability of the products, which we will continue to work on, and our margins will improve in terms of supply chain efficiencies. We are also closely working with our supply chain partners and constantly reviewing on the pricing strategy for them. And as such, our new plant will also bring in a lot of efficiencies for scale. Because for the same amount of manpower and the investment will be now churning out much higher volumes, and hence that is going to be much more efficient going forward. So all this put together, we have, I would say, a winning strength. Of course, competition is welcome because we need to be in a market where it is growing, and hence competition, and hence we will be more efficient and innovative in getting value to our customers and stakeholders.
Understood. Thank you so much, Mahesh, for coming in, and wishing you a very healthy tenure at Olectra Green. Of course, we'll continue to interact, and here's hoping that we're able to convey to the street more meaningful progress with regard to Olectra the next time we do.
Thank you very much.
Right. And flavor of the week is, of course, all the listings that are playing out as well. And but it's not